What's going on, everybody? My name's Nathan Payne. If you haven't seen me before, I wholesale, I fix and flip, I do real estate, and I teach people how to do it. But right now, if you didn't know, and maybe you haven't seen, I'm moving to Canada, so I'm in my office, and I'm having to get all my stuff off my shelves. And I thought, hey, why not make this more fun? And while I'm packing up, tell you guys why I have certain things on my shelves. And maybe you guys might get some shelves like mine, or have the thought process of why I did it. It might help you out, because it's really helped me out over the years. So before I get into showing you what I got, let me kind of tell you how I decorated, or why I have certain things on my shelves. So I read a book called The Gap and the Gain, and also another book called 10X is Easier Than 2X. Let me grab it. These are excellent books. This is like one of my favorite books. Author's amazing. Dan Sullivan, and then he co-written with Dr. Benjamin Hardy. But basically what goes on is 10X is easier than 2X. It basically says to focus on things, that are going to have a greater return than doing a ton of little stuff that's going to have like not as great of a return. Just so focus on the big stuff. But basically in the book and The Gap and the Gain, it talks about the reason why people are not really happy in life is because they focus a lot on the gap in their lives. Like they're here, let's just say I'm making $100,000. Let's use money for example. I'm making $100,000, but I'm not a millionaire yet. Look at all this gap I have in my life. My life is lame, and they just look at what they lack. When they can look back in the gain and say, hey, I was working at Smoothie King at 19 years old, and now I'm working as a real estate investor a couple years later. How cool is that, right? That's the gain. So when you live your life in the gain, you are a lot more confident, a lot more happy, but if you look at life as like, hey, this is what I lack, this is what I don't have in my life, you're going to be in, a state of like feeling like you're not a winner, but you are a winner. Everybody's a winner. So basically what I have, I call these the gain shelves, right? This is not the gap shelves. I don't put stuff on my shelves that I lack, right? Sometimes I put stuff on my shelves that I want to achieve, right? But mainly it's the gain. What have I gained in life? What can I look at every day when I come to work and I say, hey, I was here, but now I'm here, or here's the progress I have. And it shows me that I'm gaining every day. So anyway, it might take a while. Tune in if you want. If you don't want to watch it, totally fine. I'm packing anyway. Might as well talk to you guys. And hopefully it's helpful, because again, if you can put your wins on a shelf that you go see every day at work or at home, it makes you feel a lot better. I read this book, so it's on my shelf, and that's a win. I finished the book. I used to not be able to read very fast or even read at all. And I'll tell you a little story about that as we go through the gain shelf. So let me show you guys what we got. All right, so at the very bottom of my shelf, I have what's called, documents that show that I've won, like I've gained, I've succeeded in life. I'll show you a couple, all right? I'm not going to show you everything, but this is stuff like I might have thrown away, or my mom might have thrown away, or whatever. This right here is my graduation diploma from seminary. I did graduate from seminary. Sweet. Awesome. Let's see. My mission journal. I went on a mission for 2 years. At 19 years old to 21 years old. That's insane. A 19-year-old to 20. I'm not like trying to pump myself up. It's all good. I'm just saying it's cool to remember I did that for 2 years. And here are all the emails I wrote home. Okay, I keep it in a little binder. Sweet. Here, pretty religious, and my dad, throughout the years kept all the documents of me in growing up in the church, getting baptized, receiving the gift of the Holy Ghost, kept it all. Like records, my dad was really big into that, so I started getting big into that. So this right here, it's crazy I still have this stuff, but I'll show you. I found this a lot because my parents were going to throw it away. I was like, don't throw that away. Right here we got certificate of merit, Cobb County. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. An emergency service. So I went through a little emergency service class, and I got a certificate in 1998. I think I was like, how old was I? 7 years old? It's a freaking win. I won. All right, I got a certificate. And this is just a bunch of stuff like certificates. I thought, why not keep in a little binder, right? Let's see. I graduated from high school, got 4th place in JV wrestling, made the varsity team athletic awards, I think it's funny to look at stuff that when I was like in elementary school. What's this one? 2002, dedication to learning and sense of humor. They thought it was funny back in the day. Amazing. Cobb County Certificate of Honor. Look at this ghetto thing. Certificate of Excellence. Most likely to appear in a movie. What? I didn't even remember that. In 2002. So 10 years old, they thought I could appear in a movie. That's freaking hilarious. What else? Anyway, guys, I keep a lot of the certificates I won because why not? It's cool. Maybe I'll take some pictures and I can throw it in the binder one day. So I've been planning really heavy since my mission. I took like a hiatus, didn't plan that long for maybe, I didn't plan for like 6-7 years, but I got really back into it when I got into business. So here's my planner and goals from 2019. This is all my plans from 2019. This is my planner from 2000 and what's the date? 22, because I like to plan my days, so I keep track, so I can go back to any date and be like, oh, that's what I was doing on that date. Cool. You guys are gonna love this. All right, this is 2021. No, I'm done talking about that. You're gonna love this. All right, I collected Pokemon cards. That's a win. Why? Because Pokemon's still cool. This is one of my favorite articles. When I was a kid in 4th grade, I love Pokemon so much they gave everyone a Time magazine when we were in 4th grade about Pokemon. And I was like, I'm gonna keep that. And I still have it to this day. The reason why I like it now is check this out. So Time magazine wrote an article about this guy and about Pokemon. And this is what they said about Pokemon. They said, how long will it last? Okay, they said they were doubting Pokemon's strength and ability to continue. They said, Pokemon fever has been spreading in the U.S. And guys, mind you, this was written in, let's see, November 12th, 1999. Okay, so that's when Pokemon came out. So this is what they said. Bunch of haters. They said, Pokemon fever has been spreading in the U.S. since it arrived here last year. More than 2 million of the card games have been sold. I know, because I got them. The TV cartoon series is also a huge hit. It was, and it is. Pokemon may be going. This was, sorry, to talk to you and to read, it's not flowing, so let me just read. Pokemon may be going strong for now, but Pikachu and the gang better watch out. Today's craze will fade as soon as the next big thing arrives. Just ask the Power Rangers. Can you believe that? Time magazine, a magazine that no one reads anymore, was trying to roast on Pokemon in their article and just say, hey, these guys aren't going to last. They're going to be like the Power Rangers. They're going to be in and out. Guys, that's a gain. Pokemon, right there, just kept going. I still have my cards. I got a Charizard I'm holding on to because apparently they're worth a lot. I think they'll be worth a lot later on. I got all the starter Pokemon. I feel like I lost or someone stole my Blastoise. But anyway, I'm going to sell these one day. Or I'm just going to give them my little baby Vera. Okay? Got tons of Pokemon cards, which is a win. Alright? A lot of holographics. I even collected Dragon Ball Z. I was a nerd. All good. Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! You name it. I got it. And then baseball cards, which my dad gave me. I don't know anything about baseball, but maybe they're worth something. Anyway. I just can't believe Time Magazine would try and roast Pokemon like that, and I think Pokemon's going to outlast Time Magazine. Who even reads Time Magazine? But I know a lot of kids know about Pokemon, and anyway, Time Magazine, forget you guys, okay? Here is my books of life. I like to keep notes of things that I'm trying to improve on in life, so blah, 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 blah. Yeah, anyway, and this is 2023, a lot of stuff. I like to plan my days, okay, guys? It helps me stay focused and take action and accomplish the goals I want to accomplish in life. Okay, so that's just one part of the shelf. If you're already bored, we got more. We got more. So I hope hope this is helping you see that if you can keep records and keep documents of how you're succeeding in life, you can look back like today and be like, wow, I'm actually improving, right? Sometimes you feel like, I don't have what it takes. I'm not growing. I'm not this yet. I'm here. No. Go back. See where you came from, see the gain in your life, and how much you've grown. That's what I'm here for you guys, to show you. All right, next thing. What else do we got? So, These are little mission journals that I had on my mission for 2 years. We would plan our days. That's how I got really big into planning, is I would plan. We'd be like, hey, who are we going to go teach today? And we'd write little notes, be like, hey, we're going to go teach Alma and all that stuff. So I keep it so I remember what I was doing. All right, here we go. Big into journaling, really big. But before I get into the journals, let's just go over something really quick because this will be fast. I like to keep hats as memories. Off-Run Homes is my company, real estate. I love Costco. Costco's beautiful, great deals. As you can see, my mom worked for Costco. I might work for Costco one day. And we got the Kirkland signature hats, okay? A lot of Costco stuff, but I love it. The Bam Bell. Tom Kroll, thank you for the Bam Bell. Tom Kroll, I give a lot of credit to Tom for finally getting me to become a reader. All leaders are readers, so he just finally was like, you got to keep reading. He keeps saying that, So I've been reading a lot, and he sent me a Bam Bell. He likes to say Bam, so I was like, well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. And I read all the time now. That's pretty much all I do is read, work, and hang out with my family. Okay? So, Bam Bell. Thank you, Tom. All right. Let me get a little parched. Hold on. Okay. We're almost done with this shelf. Let me continue. I did a free class for Resimply. They hooked it up with a dope Yeti mug. I heard these are great. Haven't used it yet. As you can see, it's still got the stuff in it. I'd like to use it just because it says the company name, Investor Thrive. This is an axe. My first rental I bought in 2018. A squatter broke in with an axe, and I caught him when he was gone, luckily, so he didn't axe me. I caught him. He was gone, so I caught him, like, all his stuff at home. Took all his crap out of my house, and I shut the door and I left a note that said, hey, don't ever come back, please. This is not your house. Don't come in my house. Don't squat. And, I called the police. I didn't really know what squatting was in that time. But anyway, he left his axe. I was like, I'm going to keep his axe because I think it's a cool trophy. Don't squat on me. I got an axe out of it. I've used it a little bit. It's a little dull. Anyway, it's just a souvenir, all right, of a squatter that came in, axed my house, and I kept it, okay? One of my best friends, Mason Aramian, came over and he said, Nate, he's kind of like a wanderer. He was working at Amazon, no longer works there. Now he just sells Pokemon cards and is a monk. So he's big into Pokemon cards. That's what he does for a living. And he said, Nate, I bought you the Elite Trainer box. And I want you not to open it, and it's going to be worth a lot one day. So I keep it in memory of Mason, saying, thank you, Mason, for giving me this box. Hopefully it's worth a lot. Doesn't really matter if it is. I remember you, and I appreciate you thinking of me. Thank you, Mason. Pokemon box. This is one of my most prized certificates. I actually keep in a frame. The Personal Success Award I got in 4th grade. A lot of people didn't think I could do it. But I did it. I got the Personal Success Award in, I can't remember the year, 2002 or something. Class citizenship, elementary school. But it says, to succeed requires setting goals, hard work, and determination. We are proud to recognize and congratulate you. So when I got this is what helped me believe I could do anything I wanted. Not just the one thing, but it was one of the things. So I keep it in a frame. 4th grade Class Citizenship Award. Let's freaking go. I keep going, and that's the gain, okay? You guys might be like, man, this dude's weird for having all this stuff. Just helps me remember, all right? I wake up every day, I look at the shelves, and I say, hey, I'm going somewhere, because that's where I was. I was in 4th grade. Now I'm 33. I'm growing at least, like, maybe not taller, but I'm growing in a direction that's good. This is a card. Don't really know who this guy is. But I got it, and it's signed from being a part of the family mastermind. These were out there, so I grabbed one. And this guy, he was playing in the NBA. Again, I don't know much about him, Chucky Atkins, but hey, I appreciate you giving people cards and signing it. I'll keep it. Little baby Vera, her footprint. Awesome. Love you, baby Vera. Okay, you guys are going to love this. This is kind of sad, but I think you'll like it. So when I was in 3rd grade, I couldn't read very good, okay? And it's because I didn't read at all. I didn't try reading. My parents didn't make me read, not roasting my parents. They didn't really check on me to see if I was doing my homework or reading. So I was really bad at reading. And because I was really bad at reading, And by the way, when I say bad at reading, I just didn't read. Now I realize I wasn't a bad reader. I just didn't read it all. So anyway, they put me in a special reading class in like 3rd grade. Unfortunately, and I thought I was special. I thought I had like a slow learning ability, like disorder or ability to learn. So they're like, all right, kids, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making stuff out of rocks. And this is Rocky. I took some rocks, and I made a dinosaur out of it. Okay? And I still keep this because my mom kept it until like a year ago. She's like, you want this? I'm going to throw it away. I was like, I'll keep that. It reminds me when I was in a special reading class and I didn't think I was that good at reading. Now I'm a great reader. Okay? So when I look at Rocky, I'm like, hell, I used to be in a special reading class thinking I was special. Not anymore. Anyway, Rocky, he's cool. It's not bad for a 3rd grader that thought he was special. Nah, it's nice. Okay, so that's Rocky. Okay, here we go. We're getting more spiritual. I'm going to get more spiritual on you guys. I went on a mission. I love Jesus. And this is the plaque that they put up in the church when you serve a mission. This is my baptismal covenant certificate. After you get baptized, they give you a certificate just to remind you that, yeah, you did it and you can have it. And receiving the Holy Ghost. I believe that baptism and being married in the temple, marriage certificate for time and all eternity. If you want to get like really spiritual, I believe that those things are necessary in this life to return to meet God. And so I keep it. I think it's important. And marriage for a lot of people is just time on this life. I believe that marriage is for time and all eternity. So this is my marriage for time and all eternity certificate. Married my wife. I'm going to be with her forever, even after death. That's what we believe. And we got Jesus up there and some great quotes about Jesus. So that I keep this because I think it's all about Jesus. That's what I believe. It's loving, serving, and helping others. So I like to keep these things in mind. All right, guys. So I hope you're liking this. I got one shelf left, and then we're done. Okay? And yeah, that's it, guys. It's really important for me, like I said, as I'm packing this up, I'm done with one shelf. I just got to put it in some boxes. Yeah, it's important for me to remember the gain that I have in life. Not the gap, the gain of where I started, where I am now. So let's, oh, I forgot one more box is on the bottom shelf that I already packed. So what is this? What are these right here? So these are my journals, okay? So I keep a journal, a gratitude journal every day, okay? So I call it my book of gains, wins, and let's see what it says. I can't believe I forgot what it is. Gains, wins, and successes, I think, or gratitude. No, yeah, gains, wins, and gratitude. Okay, so what I do is every morning I write a couple things. Hey, Caden, what's up, man? I'm packing up my room, my office before I move to Canada, and I'm telling people what my stuff is on my shelf. And we talked about this yesterday. So, I do this every day. I have what's called my journals of gains, book of wins and gains and gratitude journal. At the top, I was doing it on the side before. On the side, I write bullet points of what I'm grateful for. Then, on the other side, I write things that I've won. So I got my shelf, and I'm telling you guys how I gain. Like I measure my gains on my shelves, like with physical stuff. But I actually do this daily. I write in my journal how I won. Like for example, yesterday. Let me give you an example of how I won yesterday. My brother-in-law is here from Canada. He's helping us move. So we go out to eat at a restaurant. Okay. So he served a mission here in Utah. So we're like, where should we go eat? And I'm like, hey, everyone's picking ideas. And I'm like, we need to go to Pernod, the Italian restaurant, and then go get custard after. If you're in Utah and you haven't been to Pernod in Mill Creek or Nielsen's Custard, you got to go. So I was like, that just came to my head. Let's go there. So we drive there. And on the way there, Jordan forgot, but we passed his mission office where he went on a mission. There's the office. Did I know he was going to go past the mission office? No, I just wanted to go to Pernod and get some Italian for some reason. So we stopped there and we get a picture of him holding the exact picture he took 15 years ago in front of that same sign. Pretty cool. Was it meant to be? I don't know, but it was cool. We get to Pernod. Guess what? The waiter, he has an accent. So I said, where are you from? He says, if you guess, I'll give you free tiramisu. I'm like, all right. So we're sitting there, we're thinking. I'm thinking he might be from Europe. I'm thinking he might be from the Middle East somewhere because of his accent. But he gives us a couple hints. So he's not from Europe, not from the Middle East. So he's like, so it leaves kind of with his accent like South America. And he says, it's not a lot of people get it, but it's easy. So then I was like, this guy's Colombian. I can tell. He's not Mexican, he's Colombian. So he comes over, he's like, you have your guess so I can get you the free tiramisu? Say, you're Colombian. He says, I am Colombian. You got it right. Nobody has gotten that right. Good job. Here's some free tiramisu. That's a win, everybody. That's a gain. Did I have tiramisu before I went there? No. Do I have it now? Yeah, I'm a winner. Okay, that's awesome. So then we went home. Like I said, the mission office was cool. There's wins every day. That's what I mean by wins. Anything little can be a win. Okay, and then like this is a tiny win. I came home. I really like sparkling water. I didn't have any. Jordan, who's visiting, bought some sparkling water. Now I'm drinking some. That's a win. Thanks, Jordan. I appreciate you. All right. Last thing that I write in my journal at the bottom of my gratitude win journal is things that I'm grateful that will happen. Because the mind is so powerful, guys. Like, you can accomplish anything that you want in this life. You just have to put it out there. And put it on paper, it happens even sooner. So this is what I put. So I said that I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's what I said. I'm grateful that I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This was in 2023, a year ago. This was 7/25/23. I said that. So it's been a little bit over a year. And I'm not a black belt yet, but I just got my blue belt a week ago. It takes a little longer than a year to get a black belt. So there you go. Right? I said I was going to do it. I'm not there at a black belt yet, but I wrote it down saying I was going to get a belt, was in the sentence, so it works. Okay? Let's see. Look at this. And I'm not going to read too much more. Anyway, that's what the book of wins, gains, and gratitude is about. Start using one today. It's going to help you out. Okay, so that's what I have in here. I also have some of my mission journals since I journaled every day of 2 years of mine, because they say your mission is the best years of your life up to that point. It's true, so I wrote it all down so I can read it if I want. And lastly in there is the book of ideas, okay, the idea book. So when I read, I used to just read, try to get through a book start to finish. I read a book called The Mysteries, one of my favorite books from one of my mentors. I call him my mentor because he's taught me a lot through his book, The Majesty of Books. He says, when you read, you have to do a couple things. Always read with a pencil so you can mark and learn. Write down what you get out of those books, and then you'll have like a paper memory of all the books that you've read, so you don't have to just have it all memorized and you'll forget. So in this book of ideas, I read through The Majesty of Books, the Book of Mormon, Crime and Punishment, Acts in the Bible, Notes from a Dead House, a bunch of books from Fyodor Dostoevsky, Fearvana, Sacrament Prayers, The Idiot is another book from Dostoevsky, a bunch of other stuff. So what I have here are just notes from those books. So instead of having to go read that whole book if I didn't want to, I can go and say, what were the best highlights that I got out of those materials? And according to Sterling Sill, who wrote The Majesty of Books, he says these are the most valuable books. Those books are great that you got the knowledge from, but what you got out of it and what you wrote down, that's gold. And I agree, because I've read through this and I'm like, oh man, this is good stuff. Let me share one thing with you. Let me just go to one part that I think would be helpful for you guys. Let's see. All right, here we go. This is from the book The Idiot. The Idiot is an amazing book by Fyodor Dostoevsky, and it says, The Idiot, page 88. And the prince is the main character. It says, the way that the prince responds to GI's abusive remarks is rather impressive. He does it with such calm and without angst. I admire how slow to anger the prince is, and will learn from how he handled this situation. He also is so kind towards others, honest and kind towards others, and it is so easy to see why he gains the trust so quickly. So in this book, everybody loves the prince. At first, they think he's like kind of weird or a loser, but immediately everyone's just like trusts him. They love him. They're like, this guy's awesome. And again, the reason why is he's slow to anger. He's honest. He's humble. He's kind to everyone. So everybody remembers him. Idea book. Try it out. Okay, I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you, but hey, I'm packing anyway. Might as well, right? All right, so that's that shelf, okay? So we're heading over to, I just got 2 shelves, all right? Right there, I got a vibe board. What's a vibe board? You can write down. It's like a whiteboard, but on a TV. Let's go over here. Oh, it's starting to get super hot in here for some reason. My goodness, it's getting hot. All right. Okay, almost done. You guys are going to love this shelf. This is a good shelf. Good shelf of gains. All right. Here's a bunch of books. Syl, the guy in the Majesty of Books, he said to read the Harvard classics. There's like 100 different Harvard classics, but I got them my dad hooked me up. There's just a ton of these books. Okay. Shakespeare, like the best novels, the best stuff from history. That's what the Harvard classics are. It's just a compilation of good books. Okay, so I got those. Dickens. I got a bunch of good books. All right, let's keep going over here. On my mission, I keep a lot of stuff from mission because it had a big impact in my life. On my mission, the last area that I was in was like I served Spanish speaking, so I worked with a lot of cowboys, like that worked, Mexican cowboys that worked in the fields. They worked on ranches or they picked blueberries or whatever in the fields. And at the end of my mission, I was like, man, I kind of want to be a cowboy. A Mexican cowboy. I'm not Mexican, but I'm Chilean and white. But I was like, I kind of want to learn a little bit more about that. I think that's really cool. So one of the members was like, hey, vato, like, I know that you want to be a cowboy, so let me give you my boots. So these are made of mantarraya. I think it's manta ray. And he gave me his boots, and I've worn them a lot. And I keep them because I remember him. Love you, man. And not only did he give me his boots, he gave me his hat. He gave me his little cowboy hat. So, I'm going to put it on right now. These are like name tags from the mission that you see like the missionaries wear. Magnetic. Let's go. So anyway, it's my cowboy hat. And he hooked it up. That's so beautiful. That's so nice of him. He didn't have to give me his cowboy hat or his awesome maroon boots, but he did. All right. So this is going to go pretty quick. This is more like business. Bunch of business books that I'm trying to read. Haven't read them yet. Went on a podcast with a guy, and his thing was standards plus habits equals results. Got the hat. Like it. Why not? I won a contest in wrestling in high school. I won $1. I'm not going to tell you what the contest was for because it's kind of weird. Leave that for another time. But I won $1. I keep it because I won the contest. It's cool. My Boy Scout belt, all these stuff. What are these? Merit badges? These aren't merit badges. These are just things that I won, that I did. Bowling. It's a belt that has wins on it. This is a game belt. It's cool. My mom was going to throw this away, and I was like, don't throw it away, Mom. That's my handprint. That's my handprint from when I was a baby. I'll put it on the gain shelf. When was I? 5/8/94. 1994, May 8th, and this was in nursery. I was 2 years old. Okay, so I wasn't a baby. I was 2. Luckily, my hands grown a little bit. Not very much bigger. I don't have big hands, but that's a gain. My hands grew. I grew. Cool. Yeah. And a lot of you might be like, why don't you throw this stuff away? I got to decorate my office with something. I might as well decorate it with stuff that reminds me that I'm a winner. I'm a grower. All right. Here, I did a podcast with Simply, and I told them I was having a baby, so they got me a onesie. They got me a onesie that says my company logo. That's so generous and thoughtful of them. Thank you. I keep it on my shelf. Simply, you rock. I got some hats. Painless Wholesale. I call it Painless Flipping now, but I was anxious, and I was like, let's freaking get some hats. Change the name, but I still got the hats. They're cool. These are books that I've read recently. I don't always buy books that I read. I usually get them from the library, but the ones I do, I just keep here, so I've read all those. Tons of Fyodor Dostoevsky. Love him. One of my favorite authors. Scriptures, James Joyce, you name it. I'm just trying to read a lot. And those are the business books that I've read right there. So put them there. Amazing books. This is the most improved 6-figure award for being a part of Sean Terry's mastermind. We did $240,000 in a quarter. So that we got the most improved award because the quarter before we didn't make that much, or as much. So we got a freaking award. Okay, that's cool. I keep it. Lord of the Rings, love it. Frodo's ring. The one ring to rule them all. One of Joseph Smith's rings. Why not? Here are, for all my real estate friends. Whoa. Okay, that was not. I'm glad that didn't fall like I thought it was gonna fall. Okay. One of my first students checks that we did a deal together, so I keep the check because I checked it and then I sent him the dough. Keep it in a frame. Just did an $86,000 deal with one of our students. Kept it. Clients. Just more checks. I keep some of them. I don't always get checks, but when I get them, I just keep them. And I'm like, oh, cool. You know, it's cool to have some checks. You know, most of the stuff I get are wires, but anyway, wholesaling. If you don't do it, you want to learn about it, I got you. But it's not about that. We're talking about the gain shelf. How are we gaining? How are we winning every day? Thanks for sticking with me, guys. We're almost done. Okay. So these are good books that I like, that I've read, right here. Guys, I'll be real, like, I've never really done anything in my life where I've been really good at it when I first start. It's just not how it is. I've usually been bad, and then I've worked hard to get better. So, most of the awards I get in my life are most improved awards. So this is the most improved wrestling award for the varsity. So I sucked, and I got better. Most improved, okay? That's the gain, right? I'm living in the gain, not in the gap. I don't care what I lack necessarily. Obviously, I'm always trying to progress and get better, but I live in the gain. I'm improving all the time. Here's another one. So I sucked really bad when I first started, and I was in JV, junior varsity, and I got the most improved award. So that means, you get it. I sucked in junior varsity, and I got better. So this is the bet. It became better, most improved. I sucked when I got into varsity, because everyone was better than me once I graduated from junior varsity and wrestling to varsity. So then I went and got better, most improved. There's a theme here, I think, because of my mindset. I'm not good at stuff, not because I'm dumb or anything. It's just because I don't work at it. You work at it, you get better. Okay? It's pretty common theme. I'm trying to nail in you guys' heads. This is what I try to nail in my head every day, trying to get better. I never won first. I don't think I ever won first place when I was swimming in when I was like in elementary school. Second place is cool though, right? I got a lot of second places. I get second place a lot, okay? And I'm cool with second place. Maybe I get some first sometimes, but I'm usually second or third, but I keep going, all right? Right here, blue belt, just got it. This is, you guys got to zoom in on this one. Freaking my blue belt right here in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Walked into a gym about 3 years ago after I was working out. This is it, Sierra MMA. Walked into a gym, and I was never done Jiu-Jitsu in my life. I just did wrestling, and I was like, hey, guys, can I roll here? They're like, sure, go ahead. And 3 years later, after getting my butt beat, getting poked in the eye, you see that? You guys see that red? Where did I get that? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I got poked straight in the eye. Now it's like bleeding really. It's not bleeding, right? Like it's fine, but there you go. You get beat up sometimes. All good. Guys, first tournament I entered into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I lost. I got beat up. Second one, I got silver. I almost won. Right? Almost got first place, but silver is okay for my second Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and I was a white belt, but I went into the blue belt category because I was like, I think I'm better than just being in the white belt. So blue belt, silver, maybe I'll get a gold one day. Not maybe, I will. I'm putting it out there. Talking, what is that? Positive affirmations, believing. Okay. Here we go. This is my girl, my abuelita. I love my abuelita. You gotta remember your ancestors. She came from Chile. She had a hard life. She brought my mom here. My mom married my dad. I'm here. That's a gain. That's a win. I love you, abuelita. You're the best, the cutest. Look at that cute little lady. It's crazy. As she got older, she got less tan. I don't know how that works. I'm tanner than she is, and I'm half white. Wild, huh? But hey, love you, abuelita. You're the best. And I keep a picture because I love my abuelita. All right, guys, I know you're loving this. I know you're loving the red eye from Jiu-Jitsu. Now you know a little bit more about me. Okay, we're almost done. Thanks for sticking around. So what we got? Spartan race, did with Jerry Norton, Pace Morby. Have I ever done 21K with obstacles? Never done it. I did it. I keep the medal. Right, cool. Before I did the Spartan race, my church was doing a 5K run in the neighborhood. And I was like, well, I got to prepare for this 21K. I should at least be able to do a 5K. Never done a 5K. Did the 5K. And then the next week, I did the 21K. I survived both. Okay? Your body can do anything you put it to. Right? You got to work hard. I got third in state. Remember, most improved. I sucked when I started wrestling in freshman year. Terrible. I was getting pinned. No one watched me. My parents were like, hey, you sure you want us to come watch you? I'm just kidding. They didn't say that, but they didn't. I could tell they didn't want to see me get beat up a lot. So it was bad. I worked hard. And then senior year, I came down with mono. No excuses, but I had mono my senior year. And with mono, I got third in state. I lost to the guy who won by like a couple points in the semifinals, then won third. There's my third medal for the state of Georgia wrestling. My team, we ended up getting second. Not a lot of golds for me in my life, but I'm doing my best, and that's all that matters, right? And then again, I was not good in junior varsity. Got third place in junior varsity. So this is how it went. Freshman year, terrible. Worked hard. Second year, most improved. Got third in the state of Georgia for JV. Junior year, went and got varsity. Okay, was not that good at varsity. And then I worked hard. Senior year, the next year, got third in state. Okay, so that's just kind of how like my life has gone. It's just been like, you're not that good. Just work hard. You'll get better. You're not the best usually. You're good. Okay, last stuff. We're at the very top. Middle school, game ball. I didn't hit a lot of balls that season, but I did hit one. And when I hit it, they gave me the game ball. It was against the Yankees. They gave me MVP. 3-14-03. Cool. Still keep the ball. Why not? Went to a painting class with my wife. Kept the painting. Okay, that's the sunset of Canada. We're moving to Canada. That's cool. All right, lastly. I like rap, or not so much anymore. I used to like rap a ton when I was growing up. I had a business in college called Skizzy's. It was a place where we had like cereal that we sold, music venue. We had a stage, and we hung out and had fun with all the friends. That's the trophy we gave out for the rap battle, and the gold necklace, the gold chain. That's the gold chain that we gave out. Okay, so the gold chain that we gave out went to T. Millie. He won the first rap battle. Okay, I was in it. I didn't win. It's all good. T. Millie won it. He didn't want to keep the trophy. A lot of these people that went, a lot of stuff I have is stuff that people want to throw away, but I'm like, I'll put it on my shelf. Okay, why not? And I'll bring it to me into Canada. So anyway, that's the trophy. I actually got, I think Corey Royston gave it to me. Eric Royston had it, and I think he was going to get rid of it. So I was like, I'll keep it. That's the trophy for winning the rap battles. They were called 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4 mile, after the movie 8 Mile. We went all the way up to 8 Mile. 8 Mile was the last rap battle before we all graduated, and then we all started living our lives. So yes, college was fun. Abuelita, another picture. Love you, Abuelita. That's my wife, who I love so much. Standing desk with some, my work stuff, some lights, so it looks better when I do stuff. Jesus, number 1. I love Jesus. Picture of him in the Garden of Gethsemane. Always remember. And I just like the painting a lot. And then over there is just some stuff where I keep books I'm reading and mugs and, some other documents. So, guys, this was it. I'm glad I could show you guys the shelves of gain. Don't live in the gap. Live in the gain. Live in the life where you are always winning, because we're always winning. Okay, maybe life is tough. We're going through some hard stuff in my family. Everybody goes through hard stuff, but when you live in the gain, you're happier. Okay, not in the gap of what you lack, because you can always compare your life to other people, and you always can lack something, right? But we're blessed. Okay, so that's all I got to say with the shelves. Hope that was nice to see that. I'm moving out of here. I'll be in Canada next week. Wish me luck that my travels get me there safely, and I wish all of you the best. And last thing I'm going to say before I go, if you want to get into real estate, just because I got to end with a call to action. If you want to get into real estate, go check out my Facebook group, Painless Flipping, Facebook group. It's actually called Painless Flipping Free Facebook group. I have a free course in there. We help you out. Obviously, it's not like a full-blown, I can't answer every question you have, but the group is there for you. So if you want to get into real estate investing for free and dabble a little bit, get your feet wet and say, hey, is this for me? This is a course that normally would be very expensive, but we put it in there for free because we want to help people out. So other than that, go check out the free Facebook group, join, and hopefully this philosophy of the gain shelves helps you guys live in the gain and not in the gap. And before I sign off, let's see if there's any comments. It says people are watching, but I don't know how do you see what the comments are. Looks like I can comment, love you all. Cool. Okay. All right, everybody. Give me a shout out like this, or if you thought this was helpful. I hope it was. Peace out, everybody.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Nathan Payne, and for the first time ever, we just released this insane training bundle that has literally everything that I've learned from doing a combined 4,000 deals in real estate, all from starting with absolutely no previous business background experience or any real estate experience. Plus, there's over $19,000 worth of free gifts that we're throwing in, all for an insanely low price. If you want to get your hands on this, be sure to click the first link on the description below right now.